Hey look, it's World of Warships. Right, yeah, so green team here on Shatter are going to be BLUMR, and they're going to be running Shimmer, Yuyang, Des Moines, Moskva, Zhao, Des Moines, Kurfürst, Montana. Why am I doing it this way? No. Montana, Kurfürst, Zhao, Des Moines, Moskva, Shimmer, Yuyang. Red team down in the southern spawn here on Shatter is going to be EDDA, and they're going to be running Kremlin, Conqueror, Des Moines, Moskva, Henry IV, Daring, Yuyang. Looks like we're not going to be seeing Harrigan with smoke trains down the 910 line. I guess I was wrong. I'm not sure why we're seeing Zhao, but we're seeing Zhao. It exists. It's on my screen. I would prefer that it wasn't on my screen, but we're going to be seeing one. Henry IV, we're also going to be seeing, which Henry has a time and a place. I don't mind a Henry occasionally. Henry I like. Conqueror, a bit of an interesting pick. Kurfürst, I expect to be parked at the B cap, honestly. The Kremlin is probably going to be doing the same, maybe looking for a dive through this gap. I don't know, let's, instead of like theorizing where ships might go, let's take a look at where they're actually going. So, over to the A cap for BLUMR, we're going to be sending Shimakaze, Des Moines, Zhao, Montana. Kurfürst is indeed heading towards the top of the B cap. And then over to C, we've got Shimmer, Des Moines, Yuyang, Moskva. Yuyang, Des Moines smoke train might be a possibility. Yeah, that is a smoke Yuyang. Meanwhile, for BLUMR, they're going to be sending over the A cap Henry IV and Daring along with the Moskva. B cap is going to be manned by the Kremlin, Des Moines, and Daring. And then C cap is going to be Yuyang, Des Moines, Conqueror. And we're also going to assume that this one is also a smoke Yuyang. Yes, that is a smoke Yuyang for the Des Moines. My phone's going over there. Stop vibrating. Let's just park up here and we'll wait and see. Again, not really sure what you're going to do with that Zhao. So he's going to be like, hovering behind this like Shimmer. Shimmer's going to look for deep spots, I guess. And then you're just going to hope to get a high alpha salvo from the Zhao. Des Moines is going to be a nice little radar position. So from here, he can cover the entirety of the B cap and part of the A cap, but not really the useful part. As you can, well, if he's right up here, he might actually have coverage on the back end of that island, and then the Zhao can walk down the 9 line, the 1 line, sorry. Right, radar does come out from the Des Moines. We'll be picking up this Daring, but the Daring's going to be nestled snugly behind this rock, so no damage is going to be incoming for him. So it's free radar, basically. He's like, alright, I'll just sit here now. Nobody's going to be able to punish him from this side either. Shimakaze is allowed to take this A cap. This A cap is slightly moved from where it is in random battles. It's no longer on this island, so you can now you have to be fully in the open to do it, and you can have things on either side of these rocks to just like lock it down permanently with hydro and radar. So actually recontesting this is going to be a nightmare. So the early Shimak play, getting into that and getting it taken now is pretty effective. Daring going to be reversing out and looking for some cheeky stuff on it. This is Des Moines. Yeah, he's not. Okay, he's going to be able to nuzzle himself into that cap there. The Kurfürst is slowly making his way towards the B cap, who will have Hydro on the Daring. But again, I don't know if he can get resets right now. Well, the Kurfürst is spotted. Daring's just leaving. He's not interested in taking that cap. Radar comes out from this Des Moines here. It's a little bit early. I think he might have been spotted by the Shimmer when he was getting smoked up there. Shimmer going to be just able to get past this without the Des Moines catching him against it. That would have been very painful if he did end up there. Des Moines does have Hydro running. He will spot all these torpedoes. He now has to figure out how to dodge them all. And apparently the solution to dodging them all is to go in that gap there. Yeah, he's got that gap there. He's fine. Back over at A, nothing really happening unless that Daring somehow manages to take Shimmer tops, which I don't think he's going to. He does have his Hydro running. Moskva now going to be the focus of the Des Moines and Yuyang's Aya, sitting in the bottom of that smoke screen. Yuyang is just skirting outside of the Moskva's radar range. The Des Moines is also just outside of the Moskva's radar range, so they're not going to be able to get anything onto this. I've just seen that name. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that name. Yuyang torpedo is going to be following up into the smoke screen. If they were launched at the same time as the Shimmer's torps, this would be a nightmare to dodge. Because you'd have like 5, 10, 15, 20 plus another 15. You would have like 35 torpedoes heading your way. That doesn't sound very fun to have to dodge. Yu Yang getting spotted by the Shimmer is taking a fair bit of damage. And it does mean that as soon as this Yu Yang smoke expires, the Des Moines will also be spotted in the open, but I'm not sure if they're even going to really punish him. Kerr first looked like he was thinking about going for an adventure, but has just instead decided that he's going to reverse and said, yeah. I think he was looking for the Conqueror, perhaps? I'm not entirely sure what he's looking for there. I thought he was going to go around the back onto the Daring, but I think he also decided that that's probably not the best of ideas, considering the Daring can just conga line him in the face as he comes around the corner. Daring is taking a little bit of a battering right now from the Kerr first hydroing him and the Des Moines just raining down shells at him. Meanwhile, back on the 1-2 line, nothing really much happening here. Shimakaze has a little bit of a torpedo issue, but it's not really going to be the end of the world unless he gets, like, you know, one up the bum, one up the bum. One up the bum and then they expire. So it was a bit of an issue for him, actually. I might have been mistaken. Turns out if you're reversing, it's really hard to dodge torpedoes. Who knew? Also, the Henry's just dead. I think he got Montana'd. Also, apparently that makes a very loud explosion sound. Good to know. Again, the Des Moines was spotted without the radar, the Yu Yang's smokescreen for him. He now is caught in the Moskva radar. Moskva pushes forward to maintain the radar spotting on him. And yeah, this Des Moines is probably going to suffer. It looks like he took some citadels. Was that the Kerr first? I don't know if that's the Kerr first. I think it was just the Moskva then. Must have been the Moskva getting on it. It was broadside. So Des Moines trying to reverse out of the Moskva's radar range, which was working great. And now, you know, the Des Moines just radars them instead. So yeah, I think EDDA are about to lose their Des Moines on top of their Henry, and I think they're just going to lose this game as well, and this is probably going to wrap up the series. They're losing both flanks. They do have control of the A cap temporarily. They're also walking everything they have into B right now, sending the Des Moines forward and the Kremlin forward. Well, the Kremlin's going on an adventure. Des Moines dies in the smoke screen over there. Looks like the Kremlin's trying to go around the back of the Des Moines, but the Des Moines can just accelerate and then fight the other Des Moines or something. The Kremlin has to give broadside to the Kerr first right now. I think he gets away with it, though. Secondaries are starting to rain in. Let's see, this flank is now just like a complete disaster. We have Yu Yang and Conqueror kiting, so they can hold off the Des Moines a little bit. Like, Conqueror does overmatch the Des Moines' bow if he lands anything. Yeah, that's anything. Yeah, so Des Moines just going to reverse himself away now. He's like, ah, I didn't like that. As we see, Kremlin going around for the back of the Des Moines, so now Des Moines is going to be forced forward, but this Des Moines is currently winning that trade. We got some Zhao salvos, or was that Shima salvo? Oh, I couldn't mean that was just Zhao salvo. Zhao and Montana raining down on the Kremlin. Kremlin pops a DCP. Again, he's trying to get around on the back of that. There's the Montana salvo, trying to catch him in this turn, see if he get much. That didn't really do that much. Now the Kremlin's walking forward. Des Moines is forced forward. He now has to go fight this guy. The Daring did not have a conga line ready for him, so this Des Moines is now just gonna have to like continue going. The Kremlin is just the Kremlin's trying to chase him down, so the Des Moines is gonna have to try and take out this Des Moines before this Kremlin gets to him, because he can't make the turn out away from that Des Moines. If the Kremlin gets around the corner before he kills this, oh, is he going for the turret in caps? Do we see turret HP? I don't see turret HP. That mod is also not working. God damn it! God damn it! Can't see incapacitated modules. He manages to get... Oh, he misses the last salvo. He missed the last salvo. The Des Moines survives with 200 HP. However, this Des Moines also survives the Kremlin salvo. He's now in an awkward position where he's now pushing out into the face of the Moskva, who isn't actually there for shots. Well, he actually is there. So, I think the Des Moines has to go around the back of this, try and finish off that. Kerr first came out to play. He's now shooting at the Daring. Kremlin now has broadside on the Kerr first. Shima torps towards the back of the Kremlin. So that was like to try and like catch the turn. The turn that never came. Moscow radar catches the Daring. Daring goes down there. One torpedo at the back of the Kremlin. The Des Moines is now deciding to walk at the Moskva, who is like kind of broadside to him for no apparent reason. Kerr first kills the red Des Moines that was sat over there. What is happening in this game? What is happening? Kremlin and Kerr first having a staring contest with each other. Kremlin decides to not take the ram and sits there and gets punished for it. Des Moines just raining down the shells in the side. Dies to Kerr first secondaries. Now Des Moines versus Moscow. Moscow finally gets to not be broadside. Des Moines is using one gun. Moscow's firing AP at the bow in Des Moines right now, while giving Des Moines a little bit too much side still. Zhao going to be opening up at the Moskva as well. This Moskva is... this Des Moines gone on an adventure. This Des Moines has had an adventure. And there goes half of the Moscow's health, because he's broadside to a Des Moines. And a Montana. And a Zhao. He's managing to be broadside to all three ships at the same time, which is kind of impressive. Moskva goes down. And this just leaves this kiting flank. Yu Yang's caught in a radar, still running away. Well, refuses to accept his death. The Des Moines isn't interested in shooting the Yu Yang. They're going for the Conqueror kill instead. Conqueror AP into the Des Moines bow. Let's see if he gets anything. He does not. Des Moines stops and there's an underleading happening. Yu Yang is just ferociously gunboating this Des Moines. He's like, well, if you're not going to shoot me, I'll shoot you. Air cap taken. Daring being ran down on the map border. Shimmer kiting at Narnia. Zhao just charging directly at him. This Yu Yang is actually doing a lot of damage to this Des Moines. But anyway, that will wrap up that series. 2-0 in favor of BLUMR. Yes. That was certainly gameplay. There was certainly gameplay in that game. Not a single ship died for BLUMR, despite the hyper commitment that we saw. Oh, well, that was an adventure. That was definitely an adventure. Congratulations to BLUMR winning that series. This is a round-robin format, so BLUMR are not eliminated. EDDA are not eliminated just yet. I'm going to go figure out who is my next game. I'm also going to restart my World of Warships to see the mod pack.